toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Sooners will kick it away to start. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Georgia Tech's offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The sure hands, it's Larson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Intercepted deep in his own end.
And how about the rough starts from these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The Yellow Jackets are on the move.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Going right to work up top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man in the middle.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Larson. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Sets up the screen. Makes one man miss. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northern Illinois. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the back. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. He's got his man, makes the grab. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's got the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. 2nd down coming up. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one in your scheme.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Punt is on its way. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The offense changing the play. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Hendricks. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the ground game. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 72 yards and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Off the play fake. They're working that left side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Handoff from the gun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Second down, they'll go to the air, trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now facing a third and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Man, did he pay for it, but that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team.
On to kick it away.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final two. There he goes. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Now the pitch.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Rushes on him, and to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Takes a handoff. It's Larson. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Turning it on! And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The play-action fake. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Louisiana. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. Lost to fire on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Working the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The RPO, it's complete.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
3rd and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Hendricks. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hendricks. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. The run from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a gap. It's Larson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge him back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The Sooners will have it first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. On the run, it's Larson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. The Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Back open in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Using the quick game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between their quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Finds his man down the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He breaks a tackle. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Past the 50. Past the 30. He's at the... And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
He's got it. 2-point try as good as they build on this lead.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. Winning.